Welcome to Breaking Bread's weekly watch list. I hope everyone had a profitable, green, successful, heads up, great week. If you did not, shake it off. We'll learn from those lessons and we'll move on to the next trading day. And we'll take those lessons that we learned and create those winning habits. Before we get into the watch list, graduates program. I only have 3 spots left. Last day to enroll is May 27th. Don't be left out. Don't wait till the last minute. Go ahead and secure your spot now. I'm telling you, this is not that. This is not that. We're only talking fibs, price, and a clear mind. The rest of that stuff we're going to keep in our toolbox that we currently have and just use fibs, price, and a clear mind. So if you're looking to learn about that, looking at that on the future side, go ahead and reserve your spot. I'm going to put a link in the description of this video. So don't wait till the last minute. All right, let's take it to the charts and let's see what I am looking at this week. Let's start off with the news. Hopefully it's not a lot of red news like last week because that was intense. All right, so next week we have Uncle Pal talking on Sunday at 3:30. So if you are on the future side, keep that in mind. You might get a reaction. No red news on Monday. Tuesday, no red news. Wednesday, we do have FOMC meeting minutes at 2 o'clock. This is not the true FOMC. This is just the minutes, but you can get a reaction. So be careful if you're in a play. We do have red news Thursday morning at 8:30 and 9:45. And then Friday, we do have red news at 10 a.m. So be careful if you are in a play around those times. Let's see what earnings we are looking at. All right, so earnings this week that I like is PanW, Zoom, and Keys Monday after hours. We do have Macy's Tuesday morning before market. That is a good small cap. Earnings reaction you can catch. Lowe's for sure is a good one. Target, TJ Maxx. NVIDIA. I'm currently holding NVIDIA calls. Not too sure if I want to grab some QQQ puts just to cover myself. We shall see though. But pray for me. Got Snow, Elf. That's a good one. Anything here? No. WD and Ross into. Those are all good ones on Thursday after hours. If you do not want to, if you want to play NVIDIA, well, let's say if you don't want to play NVIDIA, you can play sympathies with NVIDIA. So you do have AMD, MU, SMH. These are all inexpensive contracts that you can buy. Just know it's a risk always, like anything in the market when playing earnings. So be careful with that. But those are just a few that you can play. If you don't want to play NVIDIA, because those contracts are crazy right now. All right, so let's take it to the charts and let's see what I'm looking at this week. All right, the first one I like is MRK. Oh, also keep an eye on IWM. That one's sticking out to me too. But MRK. Let's start there and let's see what I'm looking at here. All right, so MRK, we are inside on the quarter. We are double inside on the month. We are 2 up on the week. We are failed 2 down on the day. And we are on the 4-hour 2 up. I am looking for a break out of this double inside month. We are coming to the back half of the month. So I want to see if price can break out of this range. Now, of course, like I always say, I would love for price to pull it back to my previous day 50% at 130.50 or even my previous week 50 at 129.99 and see if I can get a reaction that it gave on this day here. Get in at a discount and take this back up to break the highs. So my month high would be here at 132.80. That would make this a 312 up on the month. So I'm definitely looking to see if price wants to give it above 130, 132. Then I would look to take it to take out these highs, which is all-time highs for this ticker. And then my targets to the upside is 132, 133.47, and 134.40. But I would love a pullback, get in at a discount, buy some time, take this back to the upside. So that is what I'm looking for on market. All right, so the next one I'm looking at is LMT. All right, so LMT is currently sitting on the previous year 50%, holding above the previous quarter 50% as well. We are currently 2 up on the quarter. We are inside on the month. We are outside on the week. We are inside on the day. And we are inside on the 4 hour. Now I like this one because of this candle here. Well, I just want to see if this is verified as a liquidity grab to head back up to the upside. So I want price, of course, to pull back to one of my 50% levels. My previous day 50% at 465.08. Not really a deep enough pullback for me, but I'll take it. But I would prefer it to pull back to my previous week 50% at 462.67. So I can take this back to the upside and break this month's high, which would make this a 2-2 continuation on the month at 473.54. And if it does reach that, then that would make this already a 3-2 on the week to the upside. So that is what I'm looking for on LMT. Another one I like is Disney. I was in Disney 107 puts. I sold those at, I want to say 101 area before it bounced. Maybe 102. I think it was 102. But I'm looking for a re-entry on this to finish filling this gap to the downside. We are currently inside on the quarter. We are 2 down on the month, 2 down on the week. We are double inside on the day. And we are sitting in Chicago at a 3-1 on the 4 hour. Again, same thing. Doesn't matter if it's upside to the downside. I am definitely looking for retracing back to the 103.99, 104.62. Get a reaction. Play this back down to the downside. If I can get the reaction I want at one of these 2 levels and price closes below these levels, then I'm going to look for entry and take it to the 102.32. See what price does at this level. If we can break this level, then my first target is 101.39. which will make that a 2-2 continuation on the week. If it breaks that, then I am playing this full gap here. I want to fill this full gap. And then if we can break the low of this at 99.43, of course here 50% is right there. So that'll be my next target. See if price wants to bounce or do we break through it? But that is what I'm looking for on Disney. I'm not looking to take this to the upside. I'm not entertaining this to the upside. So we shall see. But let me say this. I'm not entertaining this to the upside. But if this comes down here and give me this reaction it gave right here, I'm definitely taking this back up. If it doesn't take out this low and gives me the same reaction, I'm taking this back to the upside. That I don't have a problem doing. But just to take it out the gate to the upside, I'm not doing it. I want it to the downside. All right, so that is all the option plays that I'm looking at this week, or some of the option plays that I'm looking at this week. Let's slide over to the future side. Let's start off with the VIX. Always look at the VIX to try to give me some type of story on what NQ and ES can possibly do. We are outside on the quarter with the VIX. 2 down on the month. We are outside on the week. 2 down on the day, and we should be 2 down on the 4 hour. Like I said, the VIX go down, NQ and ES should go up. And the reverse, if the VIX goes down, if the VIX go up, then NQ and ES should go down, minus any type of manipulation that the market gives. That's how it should be. But it's the year for me for the VIX. NQES are both 2 up on the year. As you can see here, the VIX is still currently inside on the year. It goes 2 down on the year at 1181. It came 10 cents away from doing that on the week here. So this is what I'm looking for. I want to see if price get down to this 1181. If it breaks through this level, or do we bounce and head back up like it did on this year candle here. If it breaks through, then of course we're going to look to attack these lows to the downside, and that means NQ and ES should go up. It doesn't have to, but it should. So let's take a look at NQ first. Be mindful with NVIDIA earnings. That is going to affect NVIDIA, and that's definitely after hours, so you can definitely catch, if it reports on time, you definitely can catch a move on NVIDIA. I'm sorry, on NQ, watching NVIDIA's earnings. Let's change this back to the quarter. All right, so NQ is finally 2 up on the quarter. We are 2 up on the month. We are 2 up on the week. Should be 2 down on the day. I'm going to change this to the hour time frame. All right, so with NQ, it looked like price pulled back into this range that it created earlier in the day, which is represented by this level and this level here. So I am looking for, if price gets above 639, then I'm going to look to take it to the top side of this range, which is 677. We break through that, then my next target is 703.50. Break through that, then of course the previous week's high, which is the purple line there at the high 760. Now if we break below 621, then I'm going to look to take it to this area here. I'll put a line here. This is clearly a level with some action. 607 will be my next target. 599, 592, 585. See what price does there. Price can definitely retrace back to this previous day 50% at 615 and head back up to the upside. So be mindful of that. But if it breaks through 621, then 615, then these are our downside targets. To break above 640, like I said, our targets 677, 703. That is for NQ. ES is our next one. All right, so ES, we do have 2 up on the quarter, 2 up on the month, 2 up on the week. I think this one was fell 2 down on the day. Yep, fell 2 down on the day, just like SPY was. And we are inside on the hour above 328. Above 328, I'm looking to take this at 331, and then 335. We break above that, looking to attack these highs, all-time highs that was created. But below 324, I'm looking to take it to the previous day 50%, which was 317.25. See if we can get a bounce there, or do we break through and head down to the 313, 305 area. You look at this one and compare it to NQ. Let me just do that real quick. You can see that ES closed outside that earlier range, and NQ is still sitting inside of it. You can see this was the current, the range that was created earlier in the day, and price closed outside of it, while ES appears to be lagging. It's currently still inside of that range. So keep that in mind when, if you're trading on Sunday. If you're not, and you're going to wait till Monday, New York session, then that's great too. But I always trade, I always look to trade Asia session on Sundays, just to see if I can catch a rejection. But that is all that's on my watch list this week. I pray you guys have a green, profitable week. You guys have any questions or comments, please drop them in the comment section below, or you can hit me in the DMs. But you guys have a blessed week. You stay blessed. You stay blessed. And thank you for breaking bread with me.